Hello everyone and welcome to a game of Soulstone Survivors. Thought I'd give this game a chance on YouTube. Gonna be playing on Caves of Dulzog Curse 2 as the Hexblade, or no, Spell Sword, that's what the class is called. Off to a great start. Trying out the Ascension system, not much experience with it. Start of the game, always pretty slow. Guess I'll go with Relentless for now. Don't want to use up too many of my resources too early. That's really the problem with the early game in this, is it's kind of hard to know when you should re-roll and when not to. Can take Blade Storm, always fun to have some good AoE built into your system. Nice little Venn diagram there to get both. Okay, now I know you really want to avoid that until you're at 100% so you can get all the effects. Pick up lethality, hopefully we can get some stacking crits this game. Now, I would be playing on one of the higher curse difficulties, but this game gets stupid difficult on higher curses. So I'm trying to just level up the rest of my curses before I really start taking on like curse 5 plus, because that's when the game frankly just gets ridiculous. Oop. Okay, getting pretty high, almost ready to pop it, and yep. Although, now that I think about it, probably should have waited until I summoned a boss. You know, better to use that on bosses. I guess Chain Lightning, not a lot of good options there, but don't want to waste all my rerolls. Wow, yeah, this is kinda rough upgrades. Hopefully I can grow my channel a bit, then I can get YouTuber luck. Because that's a very definitely real thing that I'm sure won't backfire. Ooh, nice Venn diagram. Ooh, okay, Titan's Cleaver is really good, so hopefully that can help us out a bit. Okay, Chaos Bringer. This boss is, I'd say, on the more difficult side just due to how chaotic his attack pattern can be, but luckily it looks like this build is pretty good as far as burst DPS, so we're fine. Pick up Expansive, always a good one to get. Honestly, Leviathan, kind of a weird choice most of the time, but I think it works out right now. Yeah, go ahead and go for Venomous. Okay, now this time I'm gonna actually remember to wait for the boss before I pop my Ascension skill, that way I can really burst them down quickly. It's not really that important, because like on Curse 2, this game really isn't that hard, but it's good to get in the habit of that kind of thing before you move on to higher curses. Multicast, always a good option. Debilitating Plague. That's stacking debuffs, obviously. Big for damage. I guess I'll take Arcade. Oh, never mind. Well, that was a waste of a bunch of banishes. Yeah, it's really a lot of small mistakes that I think really can add up in higher curses to just if you make those kinds of mistakes in higher curses, it can just be death for the run because you can't get the power at the right times. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like this boss is giving me an opportunity to go over there, so I might as well just go ahead and kill him. Honestly, at this point, I think it's best just to pop it so I can kill these enemies faster. Looks like we could get a sub 10 minute, which isn't that crazy. I mean, I'd love to get the sub 8 minute because I still don't have that achievement, but I'm just not quite sure that's reasonable for me at my skill level yet. Okay, pick up more lethality. Definitely getting pretty good arcane rift, so that's keeping this up for a while. Gonna actually take lethality, probably should have locked that one. I keep forgetting lock exists, like it is such a nothing burger of a skill. Area of effect, always good to grab. Okay, multicast. Go ahead and grab this. Nice speed kill on him. Overall, this run seems to be doing pretty well. That Leviathan was not the right choice there. Expansive. Been able to keep this Arcane Rift up for a while. And plus, right after it ends, got this going on, so... Yeah, I'd say Arcane Rift, this guy's Ascension, it really shines at lower end content, and I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, overall, like, Spell Sword or Spellblade is already a very strong class, so adding this on just. If you want to go on a tear at low curse, he is certainly the person to do it. Okay, I think if things go really well, I might be able to get a sub 8 minute, which I have not pulled off before, so here's hoping for that, but definitely no guarantees. Okay, there's the rift. Replace that. Go ahead and do that. Come on. We are so close, like, please just give it to me. It's gonna be very close. Okay, 17 seconds to kill this guy. I think we pull it off. Let's go. Okay, that is actually so hype. I have never gotten a sub 8 minute before. I thought I'd never get it. I mean, granted, this is on a really low curse, but I am still like super excited for that. Might as well loop it, you know. I mean, this isn't gonna get me many rewards because I've gone above curse 2 on most maps, but still. Actually, let's take a look. Okay, we're at 60%. Hopefully we can get over 100% crit, because obviously that loops, and I love the trope of stacking crits. It is one of the greatest things I've seen. I actually don't know what game started that trend. The first game I saw it in was in Warframe, but obviously, I don't know if that's what started the trend of doing that or if it was a game before that. It's just lately in gaming, over 100% crit means stacking crits, and honestly, I am so here for that. It is such a good mechanic. Ugh, how low is our... Yeah, we're down to 5% movement speed. Kind of want to see how low I can get it at this point. Like we already won, we already got stuff out of this. I kind of want to see how stupid we can make this. So now our... Did I pick up a mobility? Like, what the hell happened there? Because I was at plus 5% and now I'm up to plus 21%. Like, did I pick up speed without realizing it? Or does that... Okay. Now I'm kind of curious about all this. Bro got melted. Yeah, don't pick that up. We're trying to see how low we can get it, so don't... Okay, now we're down to minus 5%. All I can think of is maybe one of these? Nope, no, none of these give speed as far as I can tell. That is so weird. But yeah, I kind of want to see how low I can get my speed. I mean, obviously, that's not a good idea in an actual game. Speed is very important, as this game on higher difficulties just kind of becomes dodge the red circle simulator. Which is why the strongest upgrade in this game, bar none, is extra dashes. Like, straight up, if you have more dashes, you're just objectively better. Area of effect, always a good upgrade to get. Damage increase, always good. God, half this commentary is just, oh yeah, that upgrade is good. Like, wow, we've got some riveting commentary here. I don't know, this game, most games have that effect where, like, it speeds up time, but something oh, I had a Leviathan there I could have taken. But I don't know, this game almost seems to slow down time for me. Like, I feel like I'm playing this game for like 20 minutes and I look over, oh, it's been like, 2 seconds. Like, I don't know what it is about this game design, but it does not make time go fast. But it's not even necessarily that I don't like the game. Like, obviously, I like it, I'm playing it, but still. It's just one of the few games that actively makes time feel longer. Like a great example of a game that like speeds up time is Risk of Rain 2. You'll be playing a stage, you'll take 5 minutes and you're like, "Wow, I really did not do anything during that entire stage." Like that game, you will spend an hour on it and have no idea. Same with like Civilization is one where I'll start up a game, like okay, I'll get a start on a game, then be productive, and then like the entire day has gone by. I finished the game in one sitting, and it's just like, what what just happened? But with this game, it's like, well, that was a fun 20-minute sesh. Time to not play this game for like a month. Nah, but it's a good game. Definitely on the higher end of Vampire Survivor likes. Like, I don't know, Vampire Survivor, it's kind of made its own genre, although it wasn't the originator of it. It was Magic Survival. Played that game before I played Vampire Survivors, and Magic Survival, I actually ended up liking Magic Survivor more overall, but they kind of made their own genre where every game other than them just wasn't as good. But this one, it kind of builds on the baseline of the rest of them, so it's a bit more of a game than those two. But yeah, overall, I'd say that this is one of the better recent games that I've played, although I don't exactly keep up to date with most indie games. Yeah, I might end up just quitting after like third go through just cuz yeah, it's a good build and I'm running out of stuff to say. And yeah, if any of you have any games that you think I'd mesh with or just any video ideas in particular, that'd be great. I am planning on doing some analysis content on various shows I like. In fact, I'm currently working on a script for a Lego Monkey Kid video, which amazing show. Would highly recommend watching if you haven't yet. Uh, Probably one of the best shows going on right now, at least in my very biased opinion. And yeah, I'm planning on making a video for that. But if you've got any other video ideas, I'd be glad to listen. I mean, certainly something that, if you're going to recommend a game, give me something that has more commentary opportunities than this, because I am struggling right now. I mean, I do not understand how, like, a big roguelike YouTubers can, like, keep making content off of one game, like doing a run every like week for years. Like you've got Sinvicta, which say what you will about like his cheating or whatever, but like a dude is grinding. Like a dude just will not stop putting out content. Like, how are you not sick of Isaac by now? Like I love Isaac. I've played a fair bit of it, but I could never make a daily content on that for years. Like the mental toll that would take on most people, I could never, you know. So yeah, we're on the last run now. Overall, very easy run. Haven't had to use any of my death protections. Haven't really run into any close calls, just kind of vibing. I mean, there are really like two moods in this game. It's either vibing or dying. There, in my experience at least, is very little in between vibing and dying. More lethality. Yeah, hopefully we can get to at least 105% by the end of this. Also, post what you think the highest damaging skill is going to be at the end of this, because for some reason it's usually Titan's Cleaver, even though I don't even go into armor power that much. It tends to be Titan's Cleaver, and I do not know why. Yeah, bro's just getting melted. Actually, I want to try something real quick. Yep, yep, this seems about right. Yeah, there's a reason you don't play with maximum visibility on for your attacks, because by the end game it looks horrendous. Let's turn that down to about half. Now that I've messed with it, I can't quite get it where I like it. That's good enough. Yeah, probably should have paid more attention to the previous spot it was in. Yeah, I'm sure I can get used to whatever. Yeah, if any of you figure out where like some of these random buffs have been coming from, do let me know, because I do not know what's going on. This was at 91% earlier. This was at -5 and jumped up to 21 at some point. Like, I've got no idea what's going on with this. It might literally just be a dyslexia moment, even though I don't have dyslexia. It might be one of those things, just don't know how to read. Okay, used up one of our death protections. Rip, I guess. I mean, I'm not worried for the run at all at this point. Yeah, sorry for the pause in every 5 seconds. I just really like checking my stats. Okay. Got up to 90% lethality. Just point in the direction of the boss. Utterly melted. Okay, now we're up to 100%, so if we just get like one more, the fun can really begin. So obviously we're never going to see lethality again. That's just how this game works. Gained 105%. That is the real difficulty. Yeah, once you get to 105%, that means that you're into possible stacking territory, which is where damage just gets kind of absurd. And like, okay, 1 in 20 hits will be a double crit, and with how often you attack in this game, 1 in 20 is not that low. Like, obviously it gets better the more you have, but like 1 in 20 is still pretty good. Especially with how much more damage a double crit will do. There we go. So now we're in double crit territory, which, seeing some above, was that a 405k I saw? Okay, in post I'm gonna have to review these numbers because if I saw, yeah, that's on 178,000. Like, yeah, damage goes crazy after you reach double crit territory. Yeah, definitely in editing, gonna have to review some of these numbers, see how high it gets, because big number go burr. I mean, obviously not enough to one-shot bosses, but also, like, I'm dishing these out how fast? So yeah, watch this boss. Okay, where are they? Bruh, okay. He was basically dead before I even realized where he was, so, you know, that really shows, like, that this was a pretty good build. But yeah, that was my first Soulstone Survivors video. Got up to Prestige 50. Always nice to reach new heights on this. But yeah, definitely comment what videos you'd like to see from me in the future, possibly other games, how I could improve my commentary, etc., etc. You know, all of this is a work in progress, and the only way it gets better is by you guys telling me so I can know what areas need improvement. But yeah, until my next upload, whenever the hell that'll be, see ya.